Welcome back to Mind Coliseum. If you are new to this channel, like the video because it will benefit you. Comment in the comment section how it relates to you and what videos you would like me to make. And also, do not forget to hit that notification button so you can keep getting some of this, goodness. Now, today's video is about growing up in a narcissistic household. I'm smiling because I can definitely give you the real about it. You know what I mean. So, when you're from that type of household, you are the scapegoat. What does that mean? That means, like in biblical terms, when a group or a community has sinned, they send a goat out into the wilderness to basically die for their sins. So they blame all their sins, all their atrocities, all the things they've done wrong and bad. They blame it on the goat. It's like putting a heavy burden on the goat. They send it out into the wilderness or the desert to die. Basically their sins dying. So they take no fault anymore because they've put all the sins on the goat. Same thing as if you are from that type of household, a narcissistic household. Everybody else's sins is yours and yours alone. You carry all the burden. You're like a lightning rod, okay? A lightning rod. When lightning strikes, you absorb all the lightning, all the shock. You absorb all of it. Understand? So they do something wrong, you take all the blame. It's that simple. It's not pleasant, but that's the gist of it. Now, even when you do something good, it's never good. When you do something right, it's never right. It's never even okay. Why? Because you did it. You see, when you grow up in that type of household, nothing you ever do is right, and nothing you ever do will be right. Understand? It kind of makes the future dark for you. I understand you. I know what you're going through. It makes the future dark for you. You feel like because sometimes, right, this is the thing. We see our future based on our present moment. You know what I mean? Especially when you're very young and you're not so wise yet, when you're not so mentally developed, you see your future based on how your present moment is, your present life is. So if you are being treated in all the ways I've just explained some minutes ago, if you are being treated in those ways right now, I promise you, the way you see your future will be based on how you see yourself right now. So your future in your mind will be a hopeless, sad future. That's how you will see it. And if you're an adult now, and your life is so great, like you are living your best life, literally living your best life, and you're so happy, you've got your own family, you got your own house, you got everything that you could ever want, you're happy, you're in love, you got a great job, you got everything you could ever want and need and more. You're really happy, like you're content and comfortable with your life because your life is good. But if you look back, you probably didn't think this was possible. Why? Because once again, usually we judge our future based on our present moment. So in that situation, I could never blame anybody for having a very sad view of life because their present moment was very dark. And if you're very young or a child, it's very difficult to have the awareness to know that there is more to life than current situation. It's very difficult. And you not only have to deal with your immediate family, the people around you, right, in your household, right? You not only have to deal with them, you have to deal with like external family members, the people like on your parents' side, maybe your mother and father's side. You have to deal with those people too. And the thing about being the scapegoat is you not only become the scapegoat for just your immediate family, like your parents and your siblings, you also become the scapegoat for your parents' families, and the siblings of their relatives. You know what I mean? So it's not like a big network and you are in the middle. Now, with what I just explained, and this is very common thing, by the way, it doesn't mean it's okay, but I just want you to know it's very common. Now, with what I've just explained, right? How could you not have grown up with a victim mentality? Tell me. How could you not have grown up with a pessimistic, cynical mentality where, you know what, you're like, fuck this. The world is shit. The world is bad. The world is toxic. The world is evil. The world is just wrong. It's hard not to grow up like that because where you grow up, your environment, as we know, we all know this, your environment plays a very crucial role in how you see the world and in how you develop. So if you grow up in that kind of environment, think of Family Guy, Meg Griffin. If you grow up in that type of environment, whether you're a male or a female, if you grow up in that type of environment, you are definitely, certainly gonna have a very, very sad view of the world, because your immediate family, they usually, in your mind, they represent the world because they are the world in your eyes as a kid, as a child. They are the world for you. They represent the world. You know? And this thing is very common and very, very sad that a lot of children go through this, and adults still go through it. So they grow up with it and they still go through it. And one of the most frustrating things as well would be the fact that you will have someone in your family like Chris from Family Guy, not mentally strong or tough or wise or smart in any way, however, will get the level of respect that you deserve while you get no respect whatsoever. That's right. You see, it's bad enough that you are being mistreated and disrespected. It's even worse when someone who doesn't even deserve it gets it at a very, very high level. Let me say that again. It's bad enough you don't get what you deserve. The respect, the kindness. It's bad enough you don't get those things. Even love. It's bad enough you don't get those things. Resources. It's even worse when someone who doesn't deserve it or doesn't deserve it as much as you do gets all of it. So, understand this. As hard, as difficult as it is for you to see the future as being possibly bright or brighter than it is right now as you are going through this, whether as a child or an adult, I want you to know you are in control. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't. And it shouldn't. You're a child, or you're an adult who has grown up with that from when you were a child. It shouldn't feel like you're in control. It shouldn't. No one can blame you for feeling like you have no control of your life. It shouldn't feel like you're in control. How could the people who are sheltering you, right, where you live, who are supposed to protect you, who they are even providing clothes and food for you, those are the same people who are abusing you. Why would you feel like you're in control? So you shouldn't even feel like you're in control. It's human. Understand that. It's human. What I will tell you is this. You are in control, even when it feels like you're not. You are. I'm not saying it's easy. It's simple to understand, but it's not easy. You are still in control. You are. Stay blessed.